This is a Tiarisa, so that one is a frame back. Not much difference in how we own them, but it's it's an interesting razor. So there, it's not. The edge looks kind of clean. There's a little bit of pitting on it, but not that much. And that one is dull. Need a new bevel. So even though it's a frame back, I'm still going to tape the spine because setting the bevel can take a lot of metal out. So taping, because the spine is actually large, I'm actually using 2 tape, 1 on each side. Typically I just put 1, but on special occasion, when the spine is large, put 2. Alright, join them at the top. So for the bevel, I got a King 1K, but the DMT is typically what takes the metal faster. Alright, nice and wet, blade on it, so the blade sits flat, and it's okay. Setting the bevel, we can put as much pressure as we want. In this case, the geometry of the blade was perfect, so there's not really much need for just pushing on one area more than the other. We can just go and just wait. So setting the bevel always takes a lot longer than we would expect. The good news is once it's done, the rest takes only a few seconds, well, a few minutes or whatever. The rest is fast. Okay, so it took a while, but it finally looks like it's sharp enough. We got a bevel. So where we got a bevel, we can tell because first it looks fine. And if we look under the microscope, we actually see that it's nice and clean and straight and there's no dent. But the main thing is that it shaved effortlessly, right? So is it? And we can do that over all the blade. So this is a synthetic ruby. It's pretty small, but it's big enough. So what we're going to do is just use that as polishing for the previous step. The goal is all the scratch marks that are left by the, when we set the bevel with that thing, which is grit 1500, was to get rid of them and replace them by some finer ones. So the ruby has a grit of about, I think, 5000. And it's pretty abrasive, so we just rubbed it like this gently. After the ruby, I got this jade. So this one is grit 10,000. So it's wet and it's smaller, so we have to make some smaller little round. That agate, like this, a gray agate, it's also about 10,000, but it's more abrasive than the jade. So we'll just do a couple of little things, not much on this, and we're going to go move on to the next one. I can tell it's still a little gritty, still taking a little metal out. So there's a little feedback from the stone that we can feel. Yeah, it's and that the grit on this one's about 15,000, so it's a little thinner. And that gets you something that already could shave. 15,000 is getting, actually some people shave at 8,000, but alright, so after the orange one, I got that pink one that works pretty well. It's a little thinner than the orange one. So, and it's also bigger, so a little more comfortable for the, and it's working pretty well there. One is really thinner, but I typically do the purple last. So this is nice and smooth. It has a weird texture. This one is nice. Got it at a flea market in France. And a little finish on the purple. And this is really, at that point there is no friction, it's just sliding on it. And it's really not doing much. After it's dropping. So first I'm going to, this is blue jeans. It's even thinner than whatever stone we have. And that's kind of like doing the last step of polish, well, last before we do the leather. But so this should be already better there. So we do about 100 lap. They're finishing the leather. About 100, 150 laps, well, 70 each way, 75, okay. We're good. Let's grab a hair and let's see how that works. So top of the blade, boom, crack, got it. Middle of the blade, boom, and the bottom of the blade, a little less, but still cut. So we got it. Cuts hair pretty easily on the wall thing, so it's ready to go.